Set. And action.
As if gamma accidents, radioactive bug bites, and assorted mutants weren't enough, I have to deal with a spoiled brat who doesn't play well with others and wants to keep all his toys to himself.
Who the hell are you?
Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
Well, what are we avenging?
Whatever the hell we want.
So, you would have seen from the clip, Walt Disney, the House of the Mouse that controls Marvel, has been holding back a scene from Nick Fury back in Iron Man 1, which is very interesting. So, before we get into that, we're going to talk about a competition. So, what is good, YouTube? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. We are currently giving away a PS4 Pro with Spider-Man Game of the Year, or if you're not into that, Gears of War 5 with an Xbox One X, but there is a stipulation. We've got to hit 100,000 subscribers first, so that is like 25,000 plus subscribers away. So it will be given away, so in order to make me give this prize away faster, just subscribe to the channel, guys, and let me know down below. So let's get into this video. So this is really interesting, actually. So the scene's called Nick Fury deleted scene confirming the mutants. It's been everywhere over the last day or so. So what is good, YouTube? What is interesting is Kevin Feige says we've been holding this in the vault and we're now ready to release it. So we're going to break it down. So the scene starts with, as if gamma accidents weren't enough, radioactive bug bites and assorted mutants. So what is good? So this is interesting. So this will be concluded on the Infinity Saga box set. So Nick Fury kind of confirms Spider-Man and the mutants, Wolverine, essentially, back in Iron Man 1. But this is interesting, and it's a bit obvious to most people why they couldn't reveal this. Because Spider-Man MCU deal, that did not exist during that time, and they would have got themselves into a massive lawsuit if this was the case. So, yeah, it does confirm Spider-Man, but it's a deleted scene that would never, ever been used. But the more interesting one is the mutants reference. Back when Iron Man 1 came out. Obviously, they've only just acquired Fox recently this year. So that would have got them sued. Even though they just said mutants, that really would have got them sued. So, it's interesting. After 10 years in the MCU, this comes out in the Infinity Saga, which is freaking insane. I don't really think this would have changed the history of the MCU because, let's be honest, guys, they didn't really have the rights to any of these. I mean, maybe they could have got away with the Spider-Man one if they went down the Jessica Drew route. Maybe they could have got away with that one, but it is very, very interesting. There isn't really a lot to break down other than obviously Kevin Feige had plans, but he didn't want to get sued, so they didn't do that. Obviously, radioactive gamma is referring to the Hulk, but they've got the Hulk now, so it is pretty interesting, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, a little nugget. Hopefully I don't get a copyright claim on it, so hopefully you do see the clip, but if that does happen, I will leave a link down below. So also in the news. Now, guys, I know some of you criticize me for this, but there's another rumor about a Warstu. No, sorry, not Warstu sounded like a movie. I was just trying to be funny. There's another rumor leak. I don't really know what to call it at this point, guys. There's leaks every day. Silver Surfer movie reportedly in the works at Marvel Studios. So, you know, there's reported about everything. Though the reports offer few details about the film, Marvel fans have been speculating for a while about the possibility of bringing Silver Surfer into the helm. Adam McKay even expressed an interest last year in adopting the character for the big screen. And while director's comments were made prior to the merger, Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige has said he's looking forward to talking to McKay about the idea. It is possible that McKay and Feige have come to agreement right now, maybe. It's possible to say, but either way, a Silver Surfer film would fall right in line with some of the other Marvel rumors gaining attention and traction lately. For one, it's pretty clear by now that the production house has a Fantastic Four movie in the works. On top of that, there's been a lot of speculation about the possibility of possibility of Galactus entering the MCU, given Silver Surfer ties to both properties, not to even mention the character's latest popularity. It would be frankly, it wouldn't be a surprise to learn Marvel Studios has plans for the cosmic hero. In any case, it's likely a long way off before Kevin Feige officially announced anything. But in the meantime, Marvel Studio kicks off Phase 4 with Black Widow on May the 1st, 2020. So it is very, very interesting. Also, in the news, one of the Russo brothers is sending shots at Sony. Yeah, I know the Russos are irrelevant now because they've got nothing to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so why should they be in a Marvel-based video? So, on a UK website, this is very weird, on The Independent, there's a headline that says this: Avengers EndGame director Joe Russo says removing Spider-Man from the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a tragic mistake. Filmmakers criticize Sony after studio failed to make a new deal. You should be criticizing Marvel. It's not up to Sony to renegotiate a deal for someone to come along and use their character and make $1 billion in merchandise from toy sales to do with Spider-Man. I mean, is this really what Joe Russo is saying? Really? So, let's go. Okay, actually, it's a direct source from the Toronto Sun. Wow. Russo's commented following the Disney and Sony failure to come to agreement on financing franchise leading Tom Holland's superhero being cut from MCU. Guys, see, this is why I get really annoyed and the comments are really kind of ambiguous, because we don't know what's going on behind the closed doors. The Russos don't know anything. So it's weird. They're quoting saying that it's tragic. Yeah, it is tragic. But I would say this, stepping back and trying to be objective as possible, but I think it's tragic mistake on Sony's part to think they can replicate Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige for telling incredible stories and amazing success he's had over the last 10 years. I think it's a big mistake. Now, I really have an issue with this statement, guys, because are you telling me that Kevin Feige wrote 20 Marvel movies by himself? I'm pretty sure he's not the writer. He overlooks everything, but he ain't the writer. I'm pretty sure Marvel writers for their movies have creative control over what happens. I'm pretty sure Ryan Coogler, he's director, I'm pretty sure he had a pretty big say in that movie. So to say that they can't replicate Kevin Feige, they're not trying to, but I really find this patronizing by the Russos, because it's like, hang on a minute, the Russos didn't write Infinity War, EndGame, Civil War, they directed it. Sure, bro, they had a say, but to criticize Sony when it's bloody Disney's, it's Disney's fault. There's no deal because of Disney, right? Not Sony. I mean, I really wish I could interview these people, because it's like, why are you going at Sony, calling Sony out, in other words, when Sony own the character 100%, they finance the movies, they pay the marketing budget, they pay for everything, yet you're calling out Sony. This is laughable, guys. I might even make this the headline over the main narrative of this story that started to be about the Wolverine deleted scene from Iron Man 1. I really might change the direction of this video and the title, because this is tragic. Now, yeah, I've just looked on a couple of other websites and they're sourcing the same thing, so it seems to be pretty legit. This is really laughable. I really don't understand why they would do that. So also in the news, don't listen to anything that the Russos just said about the deal, because it's all right to call them out, but it's like, why are you calling Sony out when there's literally allegations or reports saying that there is a new deal, 30% Spider-Man, Venom, MCU, that's apparently been chucked out there from some insiders saying this is legitly happening. So it is interesting that everyone is trying to make themselves relevant. You would only talk about Spider-Man if you're trying to make yourself relevant. If you're going to step away from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, why are you drawing attention back into yourself? Now, this is very, very interesting, and you guys are probably going to come at me because my comments are quite vocal, but it is, guys, it is really getting annoying. Every Tom, Dick, Larry is coming out Scarlett Johansson says this about Spider-Man. Chris Hemsworth says this about Spider-Man. Your boy Warstu says this about... Yeah, you get my point, guys. Literally everyone. Let's get Bob Iger's comments. Now, that would be interesting, you know. Someone above Kevin Feige. Bob Iger's not really said anything. Why? Because negotiations are still going on. You know, it's a PR stunt, publicity stunt. Why do you think the CEO of Sony came out and says, the door is closed, but it's a long life, implying doors aren't closed, we are still talking, this is all business talk. But guys, let me know, what is your favourite segment in this video? Did you really want to see the mutants be introduced in Iron Man 1, but contractually they didn't own the rights to the mutants or to Spider-Man? It's very interesting. I've got no idea what I'm going to title this video because we've gone over a bunch of different reports from today. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.